right. Yeah, khakis is your form of dressing
Yeah,
up.
what's
Seriously.
wrong with
No,
that?
Yeah, that's not an upgrade in outfits. We gotta go to church. Hey, how are
Nice
you?
to see you guys again. Oh, hi. Hi. Good to see you guys.
No.
I can't help but noticing how happy you guys look. This is a total difference from what I saw last time. So, how's everything been going?
We're really good. We're
She was making fun of me because I told her I dressed up. And she said, this is not dressing up formal wear.
Yeah.
I'm on khakis.
That's not.
Well, dressing
Apparently,
up
the
for-
dress code in jail was very different because this is not.
Yes, it
You
was.
guys needed some fashion.
Very different.
Like, you know how we talked about you guys did that like cooking club in prison. They needed a fashion club. He's so out of date with.
I'm still getting used to being out. You know.
Yeah.
Of course, it takes a while, right? How has that transition been for you?
You know, I'm reconnecting and, you know, sharing my story more. I was doing some volunteering. Remember last time when we talked?
Yes.
I've been doing more volunteering with some at-risk youth. And it's been really nice to share my story to try to help impact the lives of, you know, some young people.
Okay, that's awesome. That's really good.
So you'll be surprised or happy to know that I've actually been going with him on these, the speaking that he's been doing and talking about how it affects the relationship that you are in when you commit, you know, these crimes or, you know, land in jail and stuff like that. So I thought you'd be happy to hear that. We've been doing it together and going to different high schools and stuff. And at first I heard a little bit of, stuff, but whatever. Like a lot of the parents come up to us after the presentations, and we've gotten a lot of really like good feedback on how much hearing our story has made them do things differently. And so it's actually, it's been, and then we like go out to dinner after. So it's been really nice, yeah.
That sounds like it really has been beneficial to both of you
Yeah.
and your relationship as well.
Yeah,
Definitely.
it's been good. And then she meets us once in a while, if she's free, she'll meet us for the dinner.
That's good.
Yeah.
So I can tell that you guys are, it seems like you're getting closer and you're communicating
Yeah.
maybe. And so what kind of things have you incorporated in your family to make it better? Because before we were talking about how you wanted to become closer as a family and treatment plan, and how for you, Paul, you needed to get adjusted to living on, life outside of your home.
Well, I have been doing a lot more cooking, which is nice, and we've been doing it together. So we have our family dinners.
So we do a different
I got-
theme
yeah,
every week.
I got
a
my
different
sous
country.
chef,
Yeah.
my sous chef here, and it's been really cool.
Yeah,
It's been really
we've
cool.
all gained some weight, unfortunately. That's another thing we've gained out of this experience. So we've gained weight, but that's okay.
Yeah. Well, it saves money from going out to eat, so much, and it brings us together as a family, and we can cook these meals at home. And even Simone, she's been doing more. She's been baking.
Yeah. Oh, that's awesome. Is this something that you just picked up now? Yes.
She's really good at it.
Yeah. So what made you change your mind?
Wanted to get closer to them. Kind of miss them.
That's really nice.
Yeah, no, it's been great. I mean, we don't have a huge kitchen or anything, so we are forced to actually be close to a small kitchen. But it's been a lot of fun, and our house smells good like all the time, and yeah, and we haven't had a house smelling like that, in a long, long time, because he was gone for 10 years, and we were eating out because I don't know, I just didn't feel like doing it. So it's just, it's been really good.
Okay. So you mentioned that before. How have your feelings changed? Because it seems like your emotions and what you're going through now has changed. How was it before that?
Well, that first time we came to see you, I can't remember how long we've been working with you, like 5 or 6.
Yeah, 5 or 6
Yeah.
sessions.
So, I mean, I was really shocked about like half the stuff that I heard that first time we met, just how like about her ex-boyfriend. You know, I was really upset that they broke up, and I didn't know. And I felt like he was coming back off like some honeymoon, and that's not what was, you know, like he was just really excited to be back, and that's not what was going on. So since then, I just feel like all of us have kind of taken responsibility for our role in it. He's really acknowledged how much I've done in the last 10 years to kind of keep this family together. May not have done it that well, but I did keep it together. And then, you know, that was a pretty big deal that first time we met in the consecutive sessions after, just hearing more from her. And I really didn't know my daughter at all. And we've been living together for 10 years in the same house, and it was really embarrassing not really knowing her. It seemed like they knew each other better in the, you know, 10 minutes that they reconnected than the 10 years that I have been raising her, so.
But I'm hearing now that you are working on that, so that's
Yes,
good.
so, yeah, we're much better. So the other neat thing that we discovered was, which I didn't know, I just found out just a few weeks ago, that she has kept a journal. And what's really funny is that I've also kept a journal throughout like the last 10 years, and just kind of documenting how I felt. And so, funny enough, we were out at Barnes & Noble's one day, and there's this journal that you can do between a mother and daughter, and it's got all these like writing prompts to get to know each other on how you felt about your first boyfriend, or what you did as a little girl, you know. And so we've been doing that back and forth, and it's actually been really, really great. Yeah, so we've learned a lot about each other, and
So that's great.
Yeah.
So how has that journal been working? What have you each been writing
yeah.
and then passing it on?
Yes.
Do you share it aloud together, or do you just leave it on there?
Sometimes we share, like sometimes we even all talk about it as a family. Like she, you know, has found out some interesting things about my past that she didn't know, and she really kind of liked hearing that. One time I got in trouble, you know, for something I did in my sorority in college, and she kind of liked hearing about that, you know, that I got in trouble, I guess, and kind of flawed past or whatever. She thought I was a goody two-shoes, and, you know, we're not all perfect, so she liked that. She liked hearing stories about me and my parents and the way I grew up, and that kind of came up when we did that, whatever, family map or tree or whatever it is. Yeah, whatever that thing was. That was kind of neat to look at. So she was asking a lot of questions about, you know,
About the family?
yeah, and his family as well.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, because you don't have those kind of, conversations that are
Yeah.
going on.
Yeah.
Okay, so she says that it's been really great to be communicating in that way. How does that, what kind of impact has that made on you?
It's good. I like it. I actually like going home now. I like spending time with them, like actually thinking. I like it. It's something I've missed. Like I like having people with them now. I like being able to be open with her, because I wasn't able to be open with her at all before. And now she's accepting. I mean, it's good. It feels good.
Feels good, okay. That's awesome. That is really good that you guys are finding where you can communicate with each other and you have this relationship and this bond that's going. Okay.
Yeah, I mean, it's still a work in progress, you know, I mean, we're not like totally healed.
Okay, so then, having said that,
Yeah.
how can you scale your relationship now on a level from 1 to 10? Where would you put it?
With 10 being like good.
The 10
or-
being best and 1 being like the
Okay.
absolute worst.
Like, what do you mean, is like,
Well, you can
Our
tell me
relationship?
your relationship
Okay.
with her.
Oh, I think we're definitely like at a 6 or a 7, like that's how I would view kind of our progress.
Okay. And what could make it better?
It's just still an adjustment. It's like we were a family of 2 for 10 years, so it's just still, like there's someone in my bed again, and just that, we have our spots on the couch, and now there's like, he's coming back. Not that I don't like you on the couch, I'm just saying, like we all have kind of our reserved seats, and it's been kind of different. Now we have more people coming to the house because we're entertaining more. We've invited some of these at-risk youth that he was talking about, like they've kind of come over once in a while for dinner. So it's really changed. There's a lot more people in the house. So, it's still a transition. So, I don't think I want to get to a 10 necessarily, but like an 8 or 9 would be great for me. I'd be very content and happy with that. I don't know what your number
And
is.
what
I
about
actually
you?
do it a little bit higher. I'd actually do the academy.
Oh, wow. Okay.
From like before we were like at nothing.
Okay.
Actually.
Oh, so before it was like at a 0?
I think so.
Okay.
Wow. Yeah. See, Liz, it's
Okay, but see, it's gotten better. So what can you say has helped to improve it?
Her just being more open and like telling me stories from her past. Not making it seem like she was like the perfect child, which is what I had pictured her as. Like I just thought I was like a big disappointment to her before. And now I know that I'm not. And she's actually proud of me and like accomplishments and stuff. So I'm happy where we're at right now.
That's awesome. That's really good. That
And she
you
started
can see-
dating.
Oh, that's right. Oh,
Yeah.
so you know about this?
Yeah.
Have you met this new boyfriend?
We're actually
You
taking
met-
it slower this time. Another thing I realized, I was like way too involved, I think, with her relationship. I don't know. I just think she's getting older and needs to decide for herself what relationship is good for her and what's not and what's healthy. And I definitely was way too involved. And I think that was just my way of kind of having a third person in the house. Like he was gone.
And then
I
you
think-
got so used to your
Yeah.
ex-boyfriend?
Yeah, and then I had no idea he was treating her the way she had said the last few sessions we've had. So, but yeah, so we'll see.
Okay, that's good. I want to come back to
Yeah.
your dad. Have you met this new boyfriend?
No, I have not.
Okay, and so how do you feel about that?
I mean, she's a young lady, and it comes to that, as a young person. But I think she learned from before. I think she learned a lot from the last relationship. That you do have to take your time and get to know the person, because there's a lot that goes into starting a relationship. So I don't think she's going into it, like.
Blind.
Yeah, I definitely, and I trust her, decision making. So I'm okay. I definitely would want to meet the guy if he is going to, transition beyond, where they are now, because I think it's still fresh.
Okay, so that it's good to know that you understand and are very accepting of her and you trust her and that she will make the right decision. And it's great that you feel like she has, I guess, learned and gotten better from her past experiences. But Simone, how do you feel it has changed now from how you were before when you initially came in?
Myself?
Yeah, yourself, and I guess even just being in this new relationship.
I kind of feel a little bit stronger. I feel more secure and more, like grounded. Like I know what I'm looking for and I know what I want. And like I'm not the only person who kind of has to please is myself. Like I know myself better than anyone else. So I'm going through it, just little by little.
So before you talk about pleasing, who do you think you had to please before?
Mom.
Mom, okay. And why do you feel like you had to do so much to please her?
Just because I had her on such a pedestal, I think, and I think she expected me to go beyond and to give more than what I was doing.
So how has it changed How do you feel now, like you don't have to do everything to please them?
I guess just talking, communicating, just being heard, or actually taking the time to sit down and listen. And I don't know where I'm coming from, just different point of views. And I love her, and I know she loves me, and we're all gonna have different points of views throughout our lifetimes. It's just kind of finding middle ground.
So have you guys found middle ground? Have you found the area that works well for all of you?
Yeah, I mean, she's not lying. She is accurate. Then she thought I wanted her to be perfect, and at that time, yes, I needed her to be functioning and at 100% because we were without a significant member in our household. So looking back, I definitely expected way too much of her, demanded too much, because I was alone and I needed it to go smooth, and I didn't want anyone to know that I wasn't doing well, and so I had to make it look like we were doing really well, and unfortunately that had major consequences for all of us. So yeah, now this dinner thing that he's talking about, we choose like a different country like every week. Like the Food Channel is on all the time, so we like go through different countries, and like Monday through Friday we have a family dinner. On the weekends we agree that we're all on our own. She's got dates and stuff, and I want to hang out with my girlfriends again. Now that like the truth is out in the community, I'm not as like wanting to hide as much.
And I'm so proud of her for that. Because I know, it could be a little difficult for people to, they automatically judge you. And there's a lot of stigma when it comes to people who have been in prison for so long. And I think that's one of the things one of the good things that came out of prison, is that the amount of people I met from different backgrounds. And that's kind of where she picked up on that. Like, hey, let's cook from a different country every week. So I don't really journal like they've been doing, but I do keep my recipes. So an idea I had, which I don't know how they feel about this, is to do a family cookbook where
You're taking it too far.
we can share our stories.
He's also become a little bit more of a dork since he got out too.
Oh,
like a little bit,
no.
Wait, no, that's not corny. I think that's really cool. I mean,
I think that's a great idea.
I'm helping the young kids.
Do you have a name for the cookbook already? Like
No.
Java Jail Time? Or I don't even know. Whatever.
No, but I mean, I think, a lot of people can learn from, my story.
Yeah.
And from the way you guys dealt with it without it.
Yeah, no, I mean,
It takes some strength.
something.
No,
Yeah.
but that's awesome. I see that you guys are even laughing and you can joke a little bit more, so that's good. Yeah, but don't shoot down the because I think that I can see that what you want to do is anything that will bring you closer together and keep on, building this relationship and this bond that you all have, because you guys have been making, a great start towards it. And how do you feel, if we're looking at the scale of 1 to 10, how do you feel about being back in the family and how it's been going, 1 being the worst and 10 being the highest?
Well, I have to say 10. I have to say 10 because I have a bed with a mattress and a beautiful woman next to me. I have a couch.
Do you see what I'm saying? He has gotten a little bit cornier since he got
I
back.
have my own TV, So there are so many luxuries that I appreciate that they might not think is
No, we know.
a
We
luxury for
know.
them.
We visited you. We saw where you were coming from. You
My
know.
own personal shower, my own toilet, like these things
Are important to you.
very important. But I mean, especially having my family back in my life.
That's awesome. Yeah, it sounds like to me that you guys really understand and appreciate what you have as a family and what you have within each other. So that's great. Okay, so I think that this is it, unless do you have anything else that you want to share with me?
No. We're actually doing really well. A lot of laughter is back in the house.
No tippy toe.
Yeah, no tippy-toeing, no walking on eggshells, and it's been, yeah, it's actually like, I feel like we're all like breathing better, and it's, I used to have this like, morning dread. Oh, you have to go to that school, right?
Yeah.
Okay. We're almost done, right? Okay.
We are.
So, I forgot what I was saying. Like, I think we all used to just wake up with this like morning dread of having to do this day again. Here we go. And now, like, we're looking forward to figure out what country we're gonna pick, and we're getting really, we have a lot to look forward to. So that's been different, because before we were just focusing on what we didn't have, which was him. And now, like, we have a lot. We had a lot, and it was a matter of being reminded of what we had. He wasn't dead. He was still the dad, and he just lived somewhere else due to some unfortunate circumstances many years ago. And it's actually
And this week is Italy.
great. Yeah.
Oh,
So,
okay.
Gain more
We
weight.
Alright.
are
Yes,
making
we're gonna gain more.
lasagna.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Yes.
So.
Yes.
Yeah, the next family activity we need to do is probably get on a workout routine with the three
Oh,
of us.
that would be
because
awesome.
It's, yeah,
Oh.
we have put on a lot
And a
of
few.
weight
Well,
with this. Yeah.
Okay, so that would be a great idea. Maybe instead of, before or after one of these dinners,
Yeah.
you guys can do a workout together.
Yeah, I
Go
think
for a
it'd be
walk,
fun.
that'd
Yeah,
be
we
cool.
can do that, definitely. We live in a great neighborhood, so.
because I need to make room for
I know, what are you making?
those
for this week?
cupcakes that
Red
Simone.
velvet
Red,
cupcakes?
oh yes,
Yeah.
yes. Need to make room for that.
Okay, so that's awesome. All right, so it's great having you guys here. I can really see that you guys have made a lot of progress. So yeah, the next thing I want you to do is work on that workout routine.
Okay.
And don't shoot down his idea. I think the cookbook idea is a great.
I'm actually a really good photographer as well, so,
Oh.
if I consider your, crazy idea,
And when he does the recipes, you guys should write something about, where this recipe came from, or
Yeah.
maybe, what you guys did together when you were cooking it, because I think the journaling would be a great addition to making your cookbook.
okay, maybe,
Something
yeah, actually, it
awesome.
doesn't sound, we could make one. We sold it, right?
Right?
Little
You
bit.
guys go on these speaking engagements.
Yeah,
so-
we actually have been, we didn't tell you that part, we are benefiting financially, they do pay us to come speak. So that's actually been really nice, doing something that we love and actually getting paid for it, so
Yeah.
we have made quite a bit
Yeah,
of
we're going to a
money.
session right after this.
Yeah, so we actually have to go though, so.
All right, so that's awesome.
Yeah, okay,
All right, well, thank you for
Thank you.
coming, and you guys look great.
okay, thanks.
Thank you.